administration's 24 million people backlog in illegal immigration, but yet millions have come illegally across the border? Does anybody want to defend that? Anybody? Thank you.
The Senate Judiciary Committee had held a strong hearing on the topic of immigrant workers in the agriculture and food sector, with Senator John Kennedy being blunt when he questioned the two witnesses brought forward to him. During the intense exchange, Senator Kennedy didn't shy away from probing the witnesses on their beliefs regarding the legality of illegal immigration. He sought clarity on their stance and pressed for their insights into the Biden administration's efficacy in tackling this issue. The back-and-forth dialogue underscored the gravity of the topic and the need for clear, informed perspectives. Senator Kennedy's direct approach reflected his commitment to understanding the complexities of immigration policy and its impact on the agriculture and food sector. The witnesses, in turn, were compelled to defend their positions under scrutiny, revealing the depth of their knowledge and convictions. Overall, the hearing showcased a vigorous examination of a pressing issue, demonstrating the Senate Judiciary Committee's dedication to fostering informed discourse on matters vital to the nation's welfare.
I believe immigrants play an important role.
Mr. Costa, do you believe that illegal immigration is illegal?
Under the statutes, yes.
Okay. Mr. Sakara, am I saying your name right? Do you agree with that statement?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Costa, what grade, A, B, C, D, F, would you give President Biden's administration on combating illegal immigration?
I don't know what grade I would put it. I think they've made some useful improvements, but I think that the border there's so much money going to the border that I think the border is mostly secure. People are mostly turning themselves in. They're not really crossing the border without authorization.
You can't give a grade? You're an expert on immigration, and you can't give a grade?
Oh, I guess if I had to, I'd probably be about a C, right in the middle somewhere.
A C or a D?
A C, because they kept some Trump policies in place. They've made some improvements.
Right.
They're sort of in between.
Okay, how about you, Mr. Sakura?
Are we grading on a curve, Senator?
No, sir.
I would be generous and say a D minus.
Okay. All right.
Senator Kennedy calmly questions the witnesses on the Biden administration's success in addressing the surge in illegal immigration. While the first witness struggles to provide a clear response, the second witness asserts a firm opinion. Kennedy challenges both witnesses on the adverse effects of illegal immigration, highlighting the challenges faced by legal applicants waiting years for entry. Witness 1 emphasizes humanitarian aid for immigrants, while Witness 2 acknowledges the problems caused by illegal entry. The exchange underscores the multifaceted impact of immigration policies on various sectors.
Can we agree that either President Biden's administration believes in open borders, or the person that he has put in charge of making immigration policy is not qualified to manage a food truck?
I would fully reject the notion that the Biden administration believes in open borders.
Okay, how about you, Mr. Secure?
At the risk of being too lawyerly, I might be interested in the definition of open borders. I think it's certainly fair to say there is a lack of significant enforcement at the border. And in fact, my clients who
let me try to put a finer point. We have Nigerian doctors, we have German engineers who are waiting years, patiently in line, trying to follow the rules of legal immigration to come into our country. But yet, the Biden administration will welcome anybody who can either secretly or less than secretly come into the United States from the southern border. Is that not correct?
I don't believe so. I believe that the people showing up at the border are mostly seeking humanitarian protections because there's a dire need in this hemisphere.
How about you, Mr. Secure? Do you think that my description is correct?
I do, Senator, and that seems to be obvious from watching.
Kennedy's adept handling of the proceedings highlights his deep understanding of the complexities surrounding immigration policy. Through his incisive questioning, he exposes the inadequacies in the first witness's arguments, forcing a re-evaluation of the issues at hand. As Kennedy presses for clarity and accountability, the room becomes palpably aware of the gravity of the situation. The silence that follows his final assertion speaks volumes, underscoring the weight of his words and the consensus reached among those present. It signifies a moment of reflection, where the implications of unchecked illegal immigration are starkly realized. Kennedy's unwavering pursuit of truth and justice resonates as a call to action, urging policymakers and citizens alike to confront and address the challenges posed by immigration with diligence and resolve.
The agencies responsible for the legal immigration system, Mr. Costa, are failing to process applications promptly, aren't they?
I would say it depends. For low-wage work visas, they are mostly processing them quite quickly.
What kind of job do you think that the Biden administration has done with legal immigration, with the 24 million person backlog?
I think any fair estimation is that it's poor.
And illegal immigration is bad?
I would think so. The country is founded on immigration, people coming here from other countries. Legal immigration is good, yes.
Does anybody disagree with that statement? Does anybody want to defend the Biden administration's 24 million people backlog in illegal immigration? But yet millions have come illegally across the border? Does anybody want to defend that?